need to admit that we don't get to unilaterally decide the shape of the world. And if Russia doesn't want an American proxy state, because that's what the Ukraine would be at the end of this war, it would function be an American proxy state on their border, and they can convince their people that this is a bad thing for Russia, then that's a forever war that we're just funding because we like the idea of Ukrainians killing Russians, even if that just like ratchets up to death. So there's one candidate who's seriously anti-war. There's one candidate who's seriously like for justice, racial justice, and there's one candidate who's seriously for working people to get their fair share in America, and that's Cornel West. So I support Cornel West. Maybe if you're on a debate stage, maybe if there was an open primary, maybe if there was a more robust dialogue, then it would be shown that this is a bad move. But I think it's a fine move. So I'll probably vote for Marianne Williamson in the primary and Cornel West in general, and I'll be happy with it. And if you say, well, you're just enabling Trump, I say, well, so what? Trump wasn't the worst. Let's stop pretending Trump was the worst. He was marginally worse than Joe Biden. And better insofar as it made the Democrats actually kind of stand up and have to stand for something. And, in terms of American first identity, I don't really have I think the United States should take care of U.S. interests first, explicitly. And that's, so, and I think Donald Trump probably has a better chance of ending the war in Ukraine because Biden has just shown he'll give Zelensky whatever he wants. And I'm not very comfortable with that because, like I said, black people can't even get houses, home ownership. And not black people, American descendants of slaves. I think American descendants of slaves. And since, that's only half me, even if if the reparations do not even include me, I would be fine with it if they include all the black people I know, all the American descendants of slaves I know in Georgia. I would be fine with it. Like, I have advantages because my dad, didn't come from that kind of terror. And I see the degradation it is heaped on black America, when I look at my mom's side of the family. So I would be fine even if it just excluded the Africans like myself. But it is the issue, and it's not going to get any better. I don't want to live in a world where, my grandkids can't have, like, black friends who are, like, doing well because they're black. Like, not in spite of being black, but I want black people to be doing well because they're black, and they deserve to be doing well in the United States. The strong families and all of that, and the degradation, both cultural and material, that's been heaped onto black communities is astounding and, explanatory. Because either that or you just have the story in your head that black people are genetically deficient. And I don't think that's true. So it seems pretty clear when you look at the history that the United States did things and allowed non-political institutions to do things to black people because they were black. And that explains the situation of black America right now. And that's not going to be helped with, class-based policies on the popular left or kind of mealy policies in the Bidenomics. It's not going to be helped by that. No, it's like black people are downwardly mobile, and that's just not appropriate, not fair, and unjust. And that's my. And the situation does not get fixed by voting for Democrats, unless you want to turn if black people in California were thriving, that would be one thing, but that's a Democratic state all the way up and down, and black people are not thriving in California. So, vote for Cornel West, because if you can't actually push the policies you need to actually vote for, you need to support people who are actually going to articulate the policies you need, or at least support the conditions that allow for the articulation of the policies you need, which company Democrats don't even do. You're not even allowed, they squash debates. So.